having a little reflection moment as I was doing my hair, and I was thinking about my makeup journey and how far I've come and the obstacles I've had to overcome. Whether it was waiting for somebody's approval, or a boyfriend, or just being scared. After reflecting, I realized, had I been super afraid to do that first face, or just speak up and say, I'll do your makeup, I wouldn't be where I am right now. In my makeup journey, where I am right now is in a place where if somebody came to me who had cried off all of their makeup, I could fix it. I could fix it in 20 minutes, probably 10 minutes, but I can give you a great new face in 20 minutes. And that's from having years and years of experience. And I would not have had that experience had I not spoken up and said, I'll do it, I'll do your face, or just tried on myself what I saw on TV, on YouTube, on Instagram, and made mistakes. That's where I'm getting at. Mistakes are so important in growth. Like, that's the only way to grow. You have to jump in, which is truly hard. You have to jump in, and you have to make those mistakes, and that's the only way you're gonna know how to level up. Little funny story. I was 16, and yeah, it was time to go to church. Just got my license. Everybody was getting dressed, and I had a plan. I wanted to wear my makeup how I wanted to wear my makeup. My mom had just bought me this book. It was Iman. Iman was on the cover. It was a very, very, very editorial book. It had like graphic makeup, just strong, like they were modeling, like posing real hard, and just like if you think of an editorial book, think of the most editorial book you could ever give a kid. So I've been looking at this book for weeks, for weeks, and I was like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to try this. Like it was just like in my mind, this book, all these looks, all these fun things that I've never experienced for myself. And just having a whole 16-year-old moment. Probably carried this book around everywhere. I had a plan. I had a great plan this morning. I was going to try out one of these looks, and I was going to show my parents and everybody else that I was the best makeup artist, and this look is going to be fire, and this is going to be me, and you're not going to be able to tell me nothing, right? So, of course, the most perfect look to me was this bold smoky eye. I don't know who was wearing it, but I do also remember some of the smoky eye was yellow. Something in the smoky eye was yellow, and the reason why I hadn't executed this look before was because I didn't have that yellow. I believe it was the yellow. Well, I got the yellow. I don't know where I got it from. Probably Walgreens. Yeah, 16-year-old budget kind of thing. So yeah, probably, most likely Walgreens. So I got the yellow. I had the black eyeshadow. Black pretty much came in every eyeshadow palette. There's something dark. Anyways, it was time. It was time to show the world how great I was. I did that smoky eye. I will never forget my dad's face when I walked in to the building. My dad isn't really one to say anything. It's usually my mom that will speak, And when I saw his face, Oh my God. Now that I'm older and I know what facial expressions mean and what to pinpoint when something is tragic, that was my dad's face. He was like, it was expressionless but giving a whole bunch of expression at the same time. But me personally, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was killing it. I had this bold smoky eye and some kind of yellow somewhere on my face. And I was the best thing in the world right then and there. And that confidence that I had at that moment was top tier. Top tier top confidence. Absolutely. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. I saw the faces, but in my mind, my Delulu 16-year-old mind, y'all were gasping at how great this look was. That's nobody said, "Oh, that looked good." Nobody said, like, "Oh, anything." Nothing. Nobody said nothing. Nobody. But all I needed at the time was the facial expressions. That was it. That was it. And they were giving me life. But anyways, yeah, that was me. That was me. I was extra outgoing, just extra. Always extra. That book, I don't know, I probably still have it somewhere, but that was the greatest book in my life. When I got that editorial book, like, that was the most brand new thing to me, that book. So I just wanted to emulate everything I saw in that book. And I did. I scared my mom and my parents frequently. I remember this purple situation I did. There was I don't know where I saw it, probably in that book, but there, I executed it again. Nobody said anything, but looking back, it was too much. It was absolutely too much. That 16-year-old girl had this confidence, and I literally had to remember who I was. And when somebody says remember who you are, I think about that girl. That girl, you can say nothing to. She didn't do anything wrong, but the confidence I had at that moment to show everybody who I was, loved, will always relive that moment. Anytime I get nervous or feel like I can't do or just get nervous anytime. I get nervous at any time. I always remember that girl. But reflecting deeper into who that 16-year-old girl was and what happened that day in church, nothing killed my vibe. I was just living my best life, for sure. Absolutely living my best life, because I had a look on that I knew nobody could execute. So with that said, find that person in you. Find that person who doesn't care what he or she thinks, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, and it's your life. And anybody who comments on anything that you're doing in a negative way doesn't deserve you. And you don't need them in your life at all. At all. If you want to try just simply doing makeup, if you want to go for it, if you want to start because it makes you happy. Who cares if he or she doesn't understand or has negative words to say? It doesn't matter. It's your life. You live it for you. That's it. Whatever makes you happy, you do. During my journey, there were a couple people I had to let go. They would speak harshly about what I wanted to do or what I was trying to do at the time. And that negativity that they were spewing to me would pretty much put me in a headspace where I couldn't be creative. And that's not something that should happen. How do you as a friend take my creativity away from me? Like, how and why would you want to do that? Don't allow that to happen. You go for what you want to do. Like, that's it's life. Life is literally short. It's so short. That's so cliche to say, but it's so short. Do what you want to do that makes you happy. Somebody was talking to me the other day about they wanted to race cars. Dude, that's cool. I've never heard anybody say that before. Like, I've heard people, I know people race cars, but I've never heard, nobody's ever come to me and expressed that they wanted to race a car. I've never even, like, that's so unfathomable to me. Like, it's, like, you want to race cars? That's awesome. Awesome. But even if you want to if you want to start a garden, if you want to create a cooking channel, or you want to try a new coffee or new food or anything, go for it. So yeah, the best way to start, or what I did to start, was I started going to the movies by myself and out to eat by myself to see how it felt, not to just be alone, but to find my confidence again. Side note, a lot of times when people have negative things to say, they don't quite understand what you mean, because it's not their journey. Finding yourself and who you are is so important. It makes life easy. Go to the movies by yourself, go out to dinner by yourself, and sit there and breathe. Don't be anxious about it. Just breathe, relax. Nothing is gonna happen. Everything's gonna be fine. When you find yourself, like, gold just starts to happen. Like, the light just starts to shine brighter. Like, your ability to think for yourself just becomes easier. There's no reason to hesitate on a dream that you may have. There's no reason to hesitate on speaking up, because guess what? The person on the other side that you're speaking up to is just a person. Just a person. And guess what? Everybody has fear. I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and they were going to do something. I forgot what it was. They were going to do something, but I remember them saying, well, everybody's looking at me. No, they're not. No, they're not. Everybody's concerned about themselves. Everybody is. Everybody is concerned about themselves. Nobody, I mean, we all people watch, but, like, with that said, who cares? Who cares if they're watching you? Maybe it's because they envy you. But as Beyonce said, the best revenge is the paper. So if you're going for something, just go for it. The best part of everything is finding the new friend, the one who does support you. One other thing. I'm going to use makeup as an example. I've been doing makeup for over 10 years. And I remember a photo shoot. No, it was a commercial. A commercial I did. And I thought all setting powders were the same. No, I was completely wrong. It was a guy I had to touch up in the commercial. When I saw the commercial and the commercial came out, the differentiation between his face and his neck were harsh. Like knee bending, breathtakingly harsh, like just harsh. And I didn't understand lighting. I didn't understand what the camera does. I didn't understand what kind of camera they were using. It didn't matter. I didn't consider that because I was new. That's the thing I look back on. And after I saw it, I made sure I knew the difference between a banana powder and a foundation powder and an actual setting powder. And I made sure I understood lighting, whether it's golden hour versus the kitchen light. I made sure I understood what the camera does to your face, because I was like, this man doesn't look like this in person, and why does his makeup look like this? And I only put just a little on. It was like all these factors that I had to understand, right? It was a mistake. I made a mistake. I apologize. He said that he loved it. Me as a makeup artist, I was like, how could you love this? It looks crazy. I didn't say that to him, but in my mind, that's what I was thinking. But it was a mistake that I reflect on every time I get hired by a man. So now I get to know the photographer. While I'm talking to the photographer, I look at his camera and it's like, oh, it's that one. This is gonna do that. It's gonna bring more white instead of orange to the face. So I need to use this powder now. Oh, what lighting is there? We have a variation of sunset and white light. So I need to use this brand of powder because it absorbs in the skin, or blah 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 blah. You know, like that's how I think now. And everybody makes mistakes. It's part of life. I don't know why we cover them up instead of just like talking about it. Why it releases so much. I don't know what serotonin or whatever hormone it releases, but venting about it releases so much stress. You have to say it. Say it out loud. I made a mistake. I'm gonna fix it. So yeah, you gotta make mistakes. Mistakes are fine to make. Just don't be hard on yourself about a mistake. Just learn from it. Like, you had the gall to try it. That's applaudable. That's so applaudable. Like, nobody else would try it. Nobody else would do it. You did it. That's great. That's fantastic. Growth is so important. I'm saying this from experience. Had I never did that dark smoky eye and had the moment, nothing would happen, you know? Like, nothing would happen. Nothing great would have happened. I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do the next commercial, or be booked for a bride, or I don't know. I don't even want to think about what could not have happened. I'm grateful for that 16-year-old girl, and she kills it that day, regardless of the faces and the mistakes that were made. That 16-year-old girl, she killed it. She killed every second of that look. You live your life. It's yours to enjoy. That's all I gotta say.